Welcome back. In this video we want to create a function that receives a string and an integer and outputs a string that has that initial string repeated n times. So to create a function we are going to use the keyword def, short for definition. We are defining the function. We are going to give it a name. In this case we want it to be called RepeatSN, and we need to tell which parameters we are receiving. And we are receiving a string. I'm going to call it my string, and an integer, my integer. We can call it whatever you want. And then whatever is inside this indented block is going to be part of that function. So a function returns a value, and in this case we want the string to be repeated n times. The interesting thing is that the multiplication symbol in Python can be used for multiple purposes. Let me show you in the Python shell what happens if I do 3 times 4. It's 12. But if I do 3 times the string hello, the output is a string repeated that number of times. So this is a very easy function that returns, and the result of a function comes through the keyword return, my string times my integer. I'm going to execute it. Nothing happens. It's in the debug here, so nothing is happening because I didn't call the function. I can test this by going into the Python shell, declaring the definition of the function. And now I can say RepeatSN. I have to pass a string. Good morning, and a number, and there it is. It's working. So the function is an abstract concept that does nothing until the moment it's called. That's really important to keep in mind. Sometimes programmers, when they're learning how to program, think that, well, I did this, so why is nothing happening? What we said was what would happen if I called the function. Only when I call it, something actually happens.